That was so bad. Guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to review Raja's. Got a little funny story about why I'm reviewing this place, but let me just go inside, get the food. I'll tell you guys in a little sec, but yeah, it's a weird one. Right guys, so just sat inside. I've ordered my food, had a quick look at the menu. I've tried to order some of the items that I think are the best on here. There's a lot to look at, guys. This is not a small menu. They're not messing around. Hopefully, it's nice. Okay, so the majority of my food is here. Apart from the chips, they're still coming out, but let me show you what I have. So we have this little mixed grill, a couple of seekh kebabs there, some chops going on. I think some chicken going on there as well. We've got a little 7-inch pizza. This is the Raja meat special. We've got a fillet burger. The chips are coming out. And then we have a naan, which I think comes with the mixed grill. Okay guys, so I'm probably gonna start with the mixed grill first. There's a good amount of meat there. They've got 2 mixed grills. This is mixed grill 2. This is £8. Thank you. Oh, that's the chips, I believe, that have just arrived. Yeah, the chips have just arrived. All right, see you later. So, there's like a million kids behind the camera a second ago watching. Okay, let's start with this mixed grill. Visually, I think it looks good. So we've got a couple of seekh kebabs here. We have a couple of chops, and we've got a chicken leg as well. I'm liking the charring on that. I think that looks pretty good. This was £8, maybe a touch high price-wise. So I'm thinking a restaurant would probably be less than that, right? So maybe a little bit, I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts. I don't really know on that one. What we're gonna do is dip it into this chili right here. You know, that's pretty tasty. That's pretty tasty. I think a touch more spice would be great. I think it's cooked well. It's nice and hot. The spicing is decent enough as a perfectly serviceable seekh kebab. I need to tell you the story about the pizza in a second. Stick around for that because, yeah, anyway, let's try this lamb chop right here. It may not look like the prettiest lamb chops I've ever seen, but I think they taste decent. I think the marinade on them is decent. I think if they're marinated for a little bit longer with a nice marinade, that would be perfect. But, you know, I think they're pretty decent. I think they cooked well, really soft. The meat just kind of came straight off the bone there. You know, they're perfectly serviceable lamb chops for sure. Last piece on the mixed grill is this little bit of chicken here. £8 for 2 chops, 2 seekh kebabs, and a quarter of chicken. I'm just mind blanking. I think that's probably more on the deer side, especially for sort of perfectly serviceable kind of stuff. But let's give the chicken a go. Oh, it's soft, really soft. Very, very soft. Again, I'm feeling like the actual herb spices they've used. The marinade is not the best. I think a little bit more flavor, a bit more oomph, a little bit more punch would be perfect. Marinate the meats for a bit longer. I think that'd be great because the cooking on them is really good, but there's definitely room for improvement. Perfectly serviceable is what I would say. So basically the story of why I'm here is because I was going down Cheetham Hill to do a different review. The guy spotted me as I was driving on the opposite side of the road. So I'm walking one way and he's kind of driving the other. He sees me and like beeps, right? And I get that all the time. So I just did one of these, like, you know, just Assalamu alaikum, hi, how are you, blah, blah, blah. What he did was he basically ended up going past me, go to a side street, parking up, running back and finding me, right? Him and his mate. And basically would just pull me up. And they were like, you said this other place, pizza for you was really good, it's terrible. So to that, I was like, okay, fair enough. I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, fair play, man, you didn't like it. I was like, what? Why did you tell me it was good then? I said, well, it's just my opinion. And I literally had a 15-minute debate with this guy. And he's saying that this place, Raja's, has an infinitely better pizza, like way, 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 way better. But the thing was, he just couldn't understand the concept of, look man, I went in there as a normal customer, paid for my food, I liked it. You did the same, you just didn't like it. No biggie, man. There's enough room for us to both be right here. So yeah, it was literally before review and it put me in such a bad mood because it was very standoffish. Very like questioning someone's integrity. It was a really bad experience. But I handled it well, you know. We handled it well, said salam alaikum, left it. But long story short, he said I would love this pizza. So inshallah, I'm hoping I really enjoy it because he said it's infinitely better than pizza for you. So that's what he said. To be fair, it's not bad, but again, there's enough room for us to both be right. Let's move on to the pizza. I'm expecting big things from this. I think that's pretty good. Again, I think that's 3 or 4 perfectly serviceables in a row. No major complaints. I think it's absolutely fine. I think price-wise, it's $4.99 for this pizza, chips and a drink. Don't think you can complain too much about that if I'm being frank, but pizza for you, I think it's £5 for a 9-inch, and it's crazy good, unbelievable. So yeah, perfectly serviceable for me. I think some of the toppings are quite nice. Good amount of cheese on there. You know, there's a good amount of topping as well. And I think the base is fine too. Always a bit tough really when something isn't really good or really bad. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. That's fine. Okay, so moving on to this pizza. The fillet does look a bit thin. The burger's a little bit mash up, guys. It's not like being delivered. I'm sat right here, so I kind of would expect that to be, you know, presented a bit better if I'm being frank, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. That one, full disclosure, is very, 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 very dry. Really quite hard to eat that. Tough like cardboard, that one. The other stuff is perfectly serviceable, no major complaints, but that one, I would say that's, the chicken itself is very thin, overcooked. So the chicken itself is dry and hard. The batter is not great because it's kind of chewy rather than crunchy. Yeah, definitely that one was not to my liking, but I think the pizza was definitely serviceable. The grill, I think, was serviceable. Oh, let's try the, let's move on to the chips. Chips just can make a meal for me. If the chips are really good, bit of cheese on there, some chili sauce, some garlic sauce, I don't know, I can be a bit forgiving. Oh, on my left, the kids are back. There are about 12 of them watching, so I need to make this really good. Chips are, you know, decent actually. Probably my favourite part of the meal. I quite enjoy those. I like the oil they've used. Maybe it's a peanut oil. I'm not totally sure. They're good. They're good. Right guys, so do stick around. Let me give you my thoughts outside. Back in the car, just to give you my final thoughts. And if you haven't already, guys, please make sure you do subscribe. Lots of good stuff coming out soon for Bradford, Manchester, Oldham. I'm going to go to Blackburn. That's a new area I'm going to visit, inshallah, very, very soon. So do make sure to subscribe. It's always tough to do reviews like that where the food isn't really good, isn't really bad. It's all perfectly serviceable, all average. And that's probably the most amount of perfectly serviceables I've ever dropped. Everything was kind of average, apart from the burger. That was so bad. That was dry, it was really chewy, the batter was not nice, it was very thin. That was just not a good burger, I'm sorry. Respectfully, just not good at all. Everything else though, yeah, just perfectly serviceable, I'm afraid, on this one. Try my best to find some great places in the upcoming videos. That one unfortunately didn't quite hit the mark, but have to be honest when I review, guys. If you want to see some more content, please do click on this video right here. This was a place I went to recently, an amazing curry house, so do check that out. And we've got a playlist here for Manchester if you want to check that out as well. But do like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, guys, and I'll see you all in that next video. Bye 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 bye.